Welcome to the Inside Pitch. This is episode 7, I believe. Can't believe I've already done 7 episodes. But anyway, originally episode 7 was going to be the NL West preview, and I didn't get to that. Not going to lie. I got every other division. I did not plan this very well when I came back to doing this podcast, so I deeply apologize. But I did all the other divisions. It's a little bit too late for me to do the West. But what we have here today is just a slew of extensions already. There's been a ton of extensions within the last week. All big name players, or at least several of them big name players. Another potential big name player that has yet to be seen. But we're going to start off with second baseman Ketel Marte being extended by the Diamondbacks. He's already locked up through 2028, and he just signed a 6-year extension worth $116 million. And I got to tell you, I think that's a bit of a steal. I mean, that's not even a $20 million a year AAV. I know that's going to be taking him to his age 38 season. He's 31 and a half right now, basically. But man, Ketel Marte has been so good for quite some time. And maybe not every single year he's had his ups and downs. But last year, I mean, he was borderline MVP talks. I mean, if it wasn't for Shohei Ohtani, obviously he would be a little bit higher up there in terms of MVP talk, but he's already gotten off to a great start this year. He's 31 years old. I think it's pretty safe to say that he's the best second baseman in baseball right now. 320 average so far this season. I know it's an extremely short sample size, small sample size, I should say. Weird how he doesn't have any WAR, but 320 average. His on base is 452, OPS plus 148. I mean, you look at his career so far. I think this is kind of a no-brainer for the Diamondbacks, who are in win now mode, and he seems to just keep getting better. 2019 was his first really strong year, where he had 329, 981 OPS, 149 OPS plus. First time All-Star this season to go along with 32 bombs, 10 stolen bases. 2020 was decent as well. He's had good seasons, except with the exception of maybe 2022. And 2021, he was only on the field for about half the year, but still put up 143 OPS plus, OPS of 909. Last year was his big one, though. He All-Star, MVP 3, Silver Slugger, 36 home runs, which is a career high, 292 average, 372 on base, 560 slug for a 932 OPS, 155 OPS plus. Very, very good player, 31.2 wins above replacement for his entire career. His OPS over his career is 815, 119 OPS plus. Very good player. I think this is a great deal for both parties. I mean, this is going to take him through his age 38 season. And Diamondbacks win. Ketel Marte gets a whole bunch of money. Who says no? I'm kind of curious to see, because I don't know what his salary is right this second. 2026 he's making $16.6 million this year, 16.6 the next year, 14.6 2027, 2028 13 mil. That is a team option, but now on top of that, he's getting signed through 2031. So I don't know if that was part of his deal the next 3 years, or they just worked that differently. But either way, that is a really good deal for both sides, in my opinion. Diamondbacks got a great player. Switch hitter. Always love our switch hitters. The next one is big, and you kind of could see it coming because he kind of requested it. Garrett Crochet and the Boston Red Sox. 6 years, $170 million contract extension. That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money for Garrett Crochet. I mean, he's filthy. He hasn't pitched a ton. He hasn't thrown a ton of innings, and that's already a ton of money. I know he dealt with Tommy John already. That was extremely hard. The deal starts in 2026, includes an opt-out after 2030. And man, I think if he pitches up to his potential, he's probably going to be taking that opt-out if I'm being honest. To Jeff Passan, by far the largest deal ever for a pitcher with 4+ years of service. So he only has 4+ years of service time. And that is a lot. That is a very, very big AAV. Right now, He's making $3.8 million over this year. That buys out his next year of arbitration and his first couple free agent years starting in 2027. Let's just take a look at his career real quick. He first busted onto the scene in 2021 as a reliever. Very, very good. 2.82 ERA over 54 and a thirds innings pitched, 65 Ks, great K per nine, 10.8 K per nine. 2022 didn't play because of Tommy John surgery. 2023, you see him come back. He's not a starter though. He's still a reliever. He does put up some decent numbers. 3.55 ERA over 12 and 2/3. Very small sample size. K per nine, not where you would normally like to see it. 8.5 from this power pitcher who, you think he's going to strike out the world. And later he's going to show us that he will. Last year was incredible for Garrett Crochet. He pitched all year with the White Sox. 3.58 ERA over 146 innings. So they did kind of take care of his arm a little bit by not, he made all of his starts, but normally you would see a guy who makes all of his starts maybe creep up towards the 170, 180 innings, but still made all his starts. 209 strikeouts over 146 innings pitched, 3.58 ERA, 6-12, won 6 games with the White Sox, which is kind of crazy. Also kind of nuts that the White Sox still broke the record for losses in a season as a team with this guy on their team, on the rotation, being their frontline starter. He was also an all-star. And one thing that kind of differentiates, we haven't really ever seen this happen before, or at least in my recent memory, but the White Sox were going to trade him, and Garrett Crochet said, if you trade me, I'm not going to pitch in the postseason unless this team extends me, which is kind of nuts. Kind of threw a wrench into who's the GM for the White Sox, whatever his name's plan. Is it Farhidi? No, that's the Giants' former GM. Anyways, someone let me know in the comments what his name is. But that kind of throws a wrench. Oh, it's Geitz. It's Getz. It's Getz. That's where it is. Threw a wrench in his plan because, obviously, there's no bigger slam dunk than to trade Garrett Crochet if you're the White Sox at the time. But when he came out and said he won't sign he won't pitch in the postseason unless he gets extended, that kind of threw a wrench into Chris Getz's plans as far as trading him. But he still ended up trading him in the offseason, and he got a pretty good haul. The White Sox got a pretty good haul, in my opinion. We're kind of going off on a tangent. They got Braden Montgomery. They got Kyle Teal. I think there was another one involved. But that's a good haul. Braden Montgomery will hopefully turn into a stud. Same thing with Kyle Teal. Anyway, Garrett Crochet is off to a tremendous start already. 2 starts, 1.38 ERA, 1-0, 13 innings pitched, 12 K per nine. Is not walking a crazy amount of guys. He has not let up a homer yet. Only 2 starts in, though. That's bound to change. But, man, that is something for the Red Sox. They are looking really, really good this year. I think they're a bit slept on. I really like where this team is heading. And to speak about the Red Sox continuously, they just extended one of their top prospects, Christian Campbell, to an 8-year, $60 million deal. Garrett Crochet got a ton of money. Christian Campbell, that's a lot of money compared to what he's done already. He's been in the big leagues for, when was opening day? March 27th. That was when his debut was, or this is his debut season, his rookie year. That's the correct way to say that. 8 years, $60 million. Campbell is only 22. He's going to be one of the franchise cornerstones, and he's already gotten off to a hot start. So you still have 2 big-time prospects as the Red Sox who are going to come up, and Roman Anthony, and who is the other one? My mind is blanking. Oh my God, that's going to drive me crazy. It's Christian Campbell, Roman Anthony, and oh my God, I'm so mad that I'm not getting this, and it's driving me crazy. I'll get it. I'm looking it up right now, but I'm going to get it. Marcelo Mayer. I cannot believe I didn't get that. But are we going to see something similar to that deal that the Red Sox gave Christian Campbell, I mean, he's crushing it this year. In 24 ABs, he's already put a .7 B WAR, 417 average, already hit a couple bombs, 500 OBP. Again, it's so easy, or not easy. Easy is the wrong word. But a lot of major leaguers can put up a stat line over 24 ABs. This is not sustainable. OPS plus of 287, and that will come down. His OPS at 1333, that's going to come down as well. Same thing with his slugging percentage, which is 833 right now. I think the 833 is going to more so look like his OPS by the end of the season. And that would be a very good year if his OPS was 833. What did he do in the minors? I haven't really paid attention too much to the minor leagues, but I just know that Christian Campbell, Marcelo Mayer, and Roman Anthony, really big time prospects for the Red Sox. I mean, Christian Campbell's a dude who is ranked number 4 Baseball America, number 7 for Major League Baseball, Baseball Prospectus, number 3. And last year, you can kind of see why. He hit 330 with an OPS of 997, 20 homers, 24 steals as a 22-year-old across A+, AA, and AAA. That's a hell of a good minor league year, if I do say so myself. 103 strikeouts and 430 at-bats. Not bad. Still walks a lot too. 74 walks in that same amount of at-bats, which is fantastic, if I do say so myself. But the next one, the biggest one in my opinion, maybe the biggest steal so far. I mean, this one kind of rivals what we saw Ronald Acuna Jr. get when he got extended for the Braves. I think it was 8 years, 100 million, something like that. I don't know all the stipulations, and as a Braves fan, that's probably disappointing. But Jeff Passan broke the news, or whoever broke the news, but Jeff Passan's tweeting about it. I trust him more than anyone, more than my own family. 9 years, $135 million. And he goes on to say San Diego is 6-0, and this is by far its biggest win of the season so far. I would absolutely have to agree with that. Jackson Merrill, a hell of a player, still only 21 years old. Many people believe that he should have won Rookie of the Year over Paul Skeens even last year. Now, I think you're fair to make that case. Do I agree with it? Not so much. I think Paul Skeens is kind of ridiculous, and he won Rookie of the Year well deservingly. And it was kind of the same situation like when Michael Harris won Rookie of the Year over Spencer Strider. In my opinion, I thought Spencer Strider should have won it. That's neither here nor there. But the Padres, who have several guys locked up long-term, add another to that in Jackson Merrill. And I think this is just such a slam dunk for them. I mean, you look at his Baseball Savant page. If you're listening on Spotify, we're also on YouTube. So make sure to hit that subscribe button on YouTube if you want to see the video. I do think I'm going to talk to someone about getting me some scenes because I really want to do this regularly. So make sure you hit the like button if you enjoy the video and hit subscribe if you want to see more. I'm bound to get better at this, I promise. And next year I will do all of the divisions like I said I would, and I'll just get better. But anyway, Jackson Merrill, you look at his 2024 percentile rankings, 94th percentile in xWOBA, expected batting average, 97th percentile, 96th percentile in expected slug. What a year. Great exit velocity. He barrels the hell out of the ball. He hits the ball super hard. He's got the 94th percentile in the sweet spot, the launch angle. He doesn't strike out all that much, doesn't whiff. He chases a little bit. If there was really any critique to his game right this second, is that maybe he doesn't steal as many bases as you would hope with that sprint speed he has. He's very, very, very good defender. He's got great range. Maybe his arm's not so great as far as overall accuracy. He's got a strong arm, but you look at his just overall batting, base running, fielding value, 88th percentile, 91st percentile, 91st percentile. What a guy. 21 years old. And what did he do last year? You know, he just goes and hits you 292. Yeah, the on-base percentage is only 326. Slugging, 500. OPS, 826. OPS plus 128, 24 homers, 90 RBI, 16 steals. He only struck out 101 times. I mean, that seems 20 years ago, maybe you'd say that's a lot, but nowadays, like, that's a pretty good rate. That's a very good rate, in my opinion. And not only that, he finished second rookie of the year, like we talked about to Paul Skeens. He won the Silver Slugger. He was an all-star. He got MVP votes, and not just MVP votes. He was the top 9 vote getter, 4.4 WAR. And this is a dude who was an infielder. This guy learned center field to play in 2024. That's how he got on the field. So they have several guys locked up. They have Merrill locked up. They have Xander Bogaerts locked up. That one's not going to age very well, in my opinion. They have Manny Machado locked up. They have Fernando Tatis Jr. locked up. That's a pretty decent core, assuming Xander Bogaerts can get his stuff together, if you know what I'm saying. But man, the Padres are showing that they still want to win now. I know there was a lot of talks in the offseason about, are they going to trade away some of their dudes? Are they going to trade away Dylan Cease? Are they going to trade away Michael King? Because they're trying to shed payroll. Like, they didn't hold on to Juan Soto. They traded him before he reached free agency because they wanted to get something back for him, because they knew he was going to be hella expensive. But man, the Padres are 7-0, I think. Yep, 7-0. I didn't know if it was 7-0 or 8-0 because I know a lot of teams had an off day, but I wasn't sure if it was if San Diego participated in that off day. But I think that is a great extension. All of these are great extensions. I think if I were to be surprised by any of them, it would be maybe the AAV of Garrett Crochet, and maybe like how long they're giving Christian. Maybe the whole Christian Campbell deal can be a little bit surprising to me, and maybe surprising is the wrong word. I was going to say taken by surprise. 8 years and $60 million. That's a lot of money to give to a guy who you've only seen about a week in the big leagues. Granted, it's been a very, very good week, and they speak very, very highly of him. It just kind of reminds me of the Scott Kingery deal that the Phillies, so they sort of gave Scott Kingery a big time deal. Maybe not a big time deal, but they gave him what I think it was 6 years, 20 some mil without without having a major league at bat. I think it was something like that. Maybe it kind of looks like that. Yeah, he made 1 mil 2018, 1.5 in 2019, 1.75 2020, 4.25 2021, 2022 he made 6.25, and 2023 he's made 8.25. And they gave him that money because they thought he was going to be a very, very big thing. He actually had a decent year in 2019. But since 2019, he has had a total of 143 plate appearances and accumulated negative 1.4 WAR. And he didn't have a single MLB at bat in the year where he got paid the most. And we kind of saw another deal kind of go to the wayside like that with Evan White for the Mariners, where they gave him some money before he played a game. And he now has a negative 0.7 career WAR. He was traded to the Braves and then I believe released. I don't know if he's still in baseball. In last year, 2024, he played rookie league. He had 2 at-bats in the rookie league. 0 for 2 with a walk. 3 plate appearances. So I don't know if he's still trying. He's now almost 29 years old and has just not had a good career. Still made some money though, which is, I mean, good for him. Good for him. For real, I'm not trying to be an ass about that. I'm glad he got a little bit of money. That's the risk reward, giving a young guy with not that much experience a longer term deal. Granted, the Evan White deals and Scott Kingery deals were low money, but still, it is a risk if you're an organization. And I think it's definitely benefited Evan White and Scott Kingery, because if they didn't sign those deals, what would their bank account look like right now? Granted, if their career unfolded in the same manner, if that makes sense. But But that's pretty much it in this episode. This is going to be a shorter episode. If you're on Spotify, make sure you hit follow so you don't miss another episode. And you want to hear some more, maybe on your commute to work or from work. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you hit subscribe, hit like, or at least consider hitting like if you enjoyed listening to me yap about some things. And I'll probably put another episode out here in a couple of days. And I will see you all next time. Have a good weekend of baseball, fam. Appreciate you watching.